Welcome to today's new video. I hope you are well, happy and dandy. Back in my last Q&A video I said to you guys that I really enjoy having blue hair at the moment because it means I don't have to maintain it that much, and washing it is absolutely fine because it doesn't run as much as my pink and red hair used to do. And I said I kind of wanted to make a video about saying that because I want to stress it to the people who want to go blue. So I'm dedicating a whole new video re-dyeing my hair. I'm not sure whether I need to do my roots yet, so I'm going to just put dye on it just to see what it looks like without bleaching my roots. And if they look kind of dodgy when the hair dye is on it, then I'm gonna have to redo it again. Plus I never really did a video on dyeing my hair blue. I just kind of did a video on how to get your hair blue, so if you want to check that out then you can do that. I'll put a link in the description for you guys. But today's just gonna be me dyeing my hair and chatting to you guys. It's gonna be a chill out sort of video and I hope you enjoy it. You know, like when you're kind of in the hairdressers and you're having a chat with your hairdresser about life? It's gonna be a bit like that. When you're dyeing your hair, don't forget to use a towel because you don't want to get your top covered in hair dye. I actually am wearing this really awesome new top I got from a subscription box company that I'm currently subscribed to, and I am doing videos on that. But I paired it with my amazing moon necklace and I thought it looked so cool with the t-shirt, but I just thought I was so creative for coming up with that. As you can tell, I'm not actually usually that creative. So you wear your towel and then you're gonna need some gloves. Whoop. A few things that I'm going to cover when we're going through this little experiment is what you're going to need and how to save some of your hair dye so you don't have to spend lots of money. So the dye that I use is Directions and it's semi-permanent conditioning hair colour in Atlantic Blue. Now I used to use Manic Panic, but it is more expensive and it's pretty much the same as this, but I feel like Directions last longer, so I have no idea why Manic Panic's more expensive. Maybe I've got that wrong, but self-preference, I just decided, shut up phone, I just decided to go ahead with this one because it's cheaper. Everybody always asks me where I get my hair dye exactly. I get mine from Blue Banana now, and you can get all different types of hair dye there. They don't just do Directions, they do every single type of hair dye brand that does good crazy colours like this one. I put a link in the description for you guys to use if you want to have a look at some of the stuff they do, and they do it at proper cheap prices, cheap and affordable prices. But as well as that, I'm going to be telling you how to save a little bit of your hair dye, because as well as myself, I know a lot of people that just use straight hair dye onto their head, but if you've already got a hair colour on your head, like this is my base, I don't actually need to use all of this. So what I'm going to be doing is adding a little bit of conditioner with it. Basic facts that, you know, putting conditioner with a vegetable based hair dye will make it go a long way. I don't think you can do this with, actually I think you may be able to do this with Live XXL colours, but you're going to have to look into that because I'm not 100% sure. But if you do this and put it into a bowl and just give it a mix, it'll make the colour go a long way, and you will see that in this video. I'm just going to kind of scoop a big lump of it out, and there's a big lump of hair stuck to that. That's a great start. Oh shit. Right, so I've put like a quarter of blue in here so far, and now I'm just going to splodge a little bit of this conditioner in. I have no idea how much I'm doing here, I'm just experimenting, and you could do the same too. Just experiment. Like with things like this, it doesn't matter what you put in, it's not like a chemical reaction or something, you just got to go by looking at it. Although if you're using like peroxide and something, then you kind of do have to use specific measurements, but this doesn't really matter. And as you can see, it's going a really nice colour. And also if you put conditioner in with it, it makes your hair feel even nicer when you've washed it out, even though I've never had any problems with this making my hair feel ratty, because actually I've noticed that if I don't put hair dye on for a long period of time, my hair feels like gross and I want to put hair dye on it. I don't know if any of you have experienced that as well, but I get that. Mixy mo. I don't actually apply my hair dye on with a brush, I just kind of use my gloves and then go mental. See, I've kind of used like a little bit more than half and then maybe a little bit less than half this L'Oreal Paris conditioner. Now with the conditioner you can use plain conditioners really. Plain's the better option probably. Cheap conditioners don't matter at all, it's just to make the hair dye go longer. I normally use hair conditioner that comes with hair box dye because that's always good if you're just mixing it with hair dye. Right, so there we go, and we're gonna go put it on our hair now. So yeah, I kind of actually don't mind the colour that my hair's faded to, but I'm dyeing it still because it's gone a little bit weird in my root area. Like the hair dye's starting to fade out. But other than that, I totally do not mind the hair colour. Parts of it reminded me of like someone with green hair, and I don't actually mind. I'm using the viewfinder to see what I'm doing. That's probably a really bad idea. my boyfriend's house for a couple of weeks, not a while ago. His sister wanted me to bleach her whole entire hair, and her hair before that was dark brown, and I was like proper nervous about doing it because I've never really bleached somebody's whole head before. And for somebody who was dark brown and wanted blonde hair, it was really nerve-wracking. But it actually turned out really nice in the end, and I put like a before and after photo on Instagram. So if any of you saw that, let me know. So I think I'm just going to add a little bit more hair dye with a little bit of conditioner. So if I do that, it will make me use half of this pot, I think. The thing I love about these hair dyes is that you don't have to worry about getting it perfect. You literally just put it on your hair like shampoo. There's probably some people that do it properly, but this is the way I've done it and it's always worked, so. Look, Ellie looks really funny because you can see her actual forehead. But I've done it all now, and I have used, oh shit, on a stick. Nearly got hair dye all over my carpet. Half of the hair dye pot, which is really good because I don't have short hair, but I don't have long hair, so like usually I would use a pot and a half, but adding it to conditioner just helps it go a little bit longer. Although I do believe that if you put it with conditioner, then it's more likely to come out quicker and fade out quicker. But now we play the waiting game, and literally with this hair dye, because there's not any chemicals or anything in it, you can sleep in it if you want, chill out if you want, stay as long as you want with this hair dye on, and it doesn't matter because it's vegetable based, which is really cool. I usually wash mine out when this starts going really like crispy and less slimy that it is now. People always freak out when you get it on your forehead, but I've never had problems with it not coming off on my forehead before, so nah. And Shazam! It is done, and I am just so happy with this result, as I always am when I'm using the products from Manic Panic or Directions or Crazy Colour. And the first initial thing I noticed when I put the dye on was, oh my gosh, the colour is so nice. Why did I put off putting more blue on my hair for so long? Because I was just so happy with the aqua colour that it was changing that I never thought that I should do it again, because I was just happy with what it was doing at the current point in time. But now I've got this on, I'm so happy, and it looks super healthy. Like, I always get the healthy shine after I use the product, and it feels really super nice. If you want to have a cool colour in your hair that isn't natural, then all you have to do is have bleach underneath what you've got now. So I could just bung on the blue because I already had blue on. I have bleach underneath this, so it takes it in really well. But if you've already got bleach underneath your hair anyway, then all you need to do is get rid of the colour you've got at the moment, which isn't bleach, if that makes sense. If you've got a colour on top of the bleach, then you've got to get rid of that first to make it more vibrant. So I just use like colour before hair dye, colour removers, or any product that gets rid of your hair colour and promotes getting rid of hair colour. I hear that the brand Oops is good, and I use colour before, or you can use something called colour rewind and things like that. And then yeah, you just put whatever colour you want on top of a blondie or orange or light base colour of your hair. So if you've got blondish hair or you've got light colour hair, then you're good to go. So that is basically it. I have just literally blow dried my hair, that's why I haven't got like any product in it. It's not backcombed or anything, it's just blah. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did and you want to see more hair videos, then do give this video a thumbs up and I'll know to carry them on. I need to go clean up now because I got my bowl really disgusting, and thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you in 3 days time for my next video. If this is the first time you've ever seen one of my videos, though, do subscribe and you can be notified every time I make a new one. All my social networking sites are down there in my career in the description box below, such as my Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. I use them religiously, so come check me out on them, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you guys for watching. Mwah! Choose happiness and happiness will choose you. You know that already. Bye!